Hey VC, what's going on? I want to thank everyone. This is a thank you video as well as another vinyl update. I did buy some more records this week. You all know how it is once you get started. You know what I'm saying? And that's the danger. But um, my gut is not worried. I think everything's going to be just fine. I spend a little money, I'll make a little money. It'll be all right. But the way I want to start the video is that I checked my channel, which I don't often do. And I want to thank you all. I have over 1,900 subscribers. Um, wow. Thank you very much for tolerating me. Because, yeah, I'm an egghead. I'm real self-aware. And I know I can be a bit much. I can be full of shit. I can also be pretty cool. I can also be, insufferable, like every single human being on this planet. So thank you folks who have aligned with me. For you folks that aren't aligned with me, but for some reason you still watch me, thank you for your love too, Isn't that interesting how you'll be there cursing me, but you're still watching me? I know you love me. That was completely spontaneous. So, yesterday, Dan Stewart coming by with his Misfits records. I'm glad he finally did it. That was a blast. He didn't bring them all. He didn't bring his bootlegs. He might have missed a couple of things because he was sharing with me how he stashes his stuff. Those records are very valuable, as you Misfits fans know. Those records are worth big money. And Dan's just a neat guy, so he stashes them, Actually has a safety deposit box, too, for some of the records. He knows what he has, but he loves that music, which is what is the most important thing to both of he and I. He's no fool about knowing the value. He has children, so might put those kids through college or something, you know what I'm saying? A lot of fun things going on. I'll get to music in just a second, but I want to share that I want to remind folks that even though as time goes on and as projects go on, you move from one focus to the other. Right now, the primary focus is in Dreama, honestly, but this is still going on, folks. This record, Dereck number 2, is still available for me, $15. I'll put the link. This is a work of art as well as in Dreama. I do feel like I need to kind of push the record. It's still available, folks. I'll put the link. Grab it, folks. Grab it. These records are going to become more collectible, too. I won't guarantee you, but I'll bet you, the way things are going, my records and what I'm doing are, well, they are now. They're increasing in value. So grab a Dereck too, folks. Help me out. I will say it like that, too. Help me out, I mean, you'll help yourself by getting some good music, but you'll help me by helping my business grow. So I'm going to look here and show you what I've bought and what I've been playing. How's that? I recently bought Stunning's album, and I've played this all the way through now, and this is really, really good. References, maybe Big Black. They don't sound like Wire, but Wire comes to mind. The singer kind of bellows and screams, and what he's saying seems to be kind of impressionistic almost. It's almost like the words don't necessarily make any sense, but it's like they're hints of what they could mean. Really enjoyed this. Really good. All right, I'm going to go through what I got over here. The Davies. I bought this recently for 50 cents. If I showed it, I listened to it all the way through now. And Davies in my opinion, has a really weak voice. And this is well made, but it's really that kind of rock music that I don't like. I pulled this to post for Facebook's Thrash Thursday yesterday and actually listened to it. And It's okay. This is a picture disc, you know. It's just, you know, at this point, the way it hits me is, this is okay. Here's something I bought. And I found this record store that's been in Bellevue, which is a city right next to Omaha. The store's been there for 16 years. I didn't even know it. Been talking to the guy that runs the store at the record conventions. Didn't even realize he had a store. So I visited the store a couple days ago. Dropped about $100, and we had a great conversation. I found some great records, and here's one I took a chance on. It's just okay, but it's It's from Rio. It's Brazilian. Merguillo. It looks like it's either a private pressing or a small label. Vison. This is kind of jazz rock, and the tunes are not bad, but when people get to their solos, that's when it gets weak. Okay. But the price wasn't bad, and I like that cover. It's simple, you know, not quite ECM, but I like that simple aesthetic. Got this, and they have all their albums there, so I plan to go back and get the others. Mighty Lemon Drops, World Without End. I always enjoyed their songs when they played them on MTV 120 Minutes. I always thought, wow, this is a really good band that just doesn't seem to be really here. I'm hearing about these other bands, but these guys sound better than those bands. What gives? Well, what gives is it's always that pop. It's the sex appeal, you know. It's always about the pretty boys. Not always, but a lot of times it is. People always want to tell me, well, what about? I'm not saying I know it for sure. I just know that sex appeal has a lot to do with how things are sold. Found this and didn't even know it existed. David Bedford, Ursula Le Guin, Rigel 9. This is like an audio play. I think it's based on the comic book Justice League of America. Rigel 9, I believe, is a star. It's just a little bit cheesy. It's on Charisma, though. But the music is really good. The dialogue, you know, it's like people have speaking parts. And so it hits me like if I had found this as a boy, you know, like a teen or a kid, I think, ooh, this is cool. The main thing that's cool about it is that the music is good. It's David Bedford. It's on Charisma. Wasn't too much. The other night, I pulled this out. Dimmu Borgir. I know that they get blasted by metalheads because of the symphonic thing, but I like it. I do. I like the string thing. And this is called Spiritual Black Dimensions. I found this used, and I couldn't pass it up. I really like the band. Excuse me, stomach. Yeah, I like the symphonic aspect of it, with the Wagnerian choruses and the bass player who can sing operatic. I like it. Okay, so I enjoyed that. Dimmu Borgir. Swan's played this. You know, I just found this for $8. You know, I mean, because of I mean, you can hardly see it. There it is. There's just a little bit of water damage. These go for 50, 70, 80, $100. Even these 12-inch singles. Yeah. Okay. I've shown those. What have I got here that I haven't shown? Well, I pulled this out last night. Jane, Heaven and Hell, because Jane really is not that good of a band, to be honest. I bought these from a collector because they're all on Brain. Most of them are on Green. I got all the Jane albums. This one's pretty good, but they have a couple albums that are downright terrible, okay? But they stay in the collection. Brain is a collectible label. If it's within my affordability, when I see Brain records I don't have, I buy them. Okay. New Dead Can Dance is incredible. Get this, people. This is beautiful, deep. And the vinyl sounds amazing. Man, they did a great cut on this. Big sound. Another record I bought at the Bellevue store, Moab. I think these guys are Canadian, or were. Excuse me. End of the 80s, they were on the Network label, same as Skinny Puppy. Electro. There's a bit of clunkiness to this because of the dated sound of a lot of the electronics, but some of these songs are good. Moab. Dust and Desires. Good. Bought this mainly for my Holger's Uke collection, because I never thought this was any good, to be honest with you. It's Jah Wobble with the Edge from U2, Holger's Uke, Snake Charmer. I think the idea of this is better than what it sounds like. I think it sounds clunky and real dated. But having said all that now, I'll go back and hopefully eat my words. Hopefully it'll be better than when I just played it, because I played it when I bought it and it was like, eeh. I've had several copies of this and I lose them. Fingerprints. Love this pop music. Distinguishing Marks. Great pop band. Lots of energy. Went on to become the Silencers. The main guy started the band The Silencers. This is great. Also kind of a gimmicky cover where they're perforated so that if you want to, you can poke them out and they're like cards. Why would you do that? Pulled this, David Axelrod, Earthrod. He's like a white Quincy Jones to my ears, with his concepts using the band and the choirs and stuff. Really cool. Earthrod. This was a find. K Records. Psychic Warriors of Gaia. And then it's 2 records. Psychic Warriors of Gaia is one. That one is awesome. And then the second record, I've only played one side, which is Halo. And this is kind of more punk sounding, but I haven't played both sides. One side is remixed by the Dust Brothers, the Chemical Brothers, before they had changed their name. This was like, yeah, wow. And it was less than $10. Once again, it's kind of cool finding stuff that people don't really know about. Not that it's not valuable, but again, a lot of times when the people in the store don't know what it is, the price is down. This was a great find. It was sealed in the store. Sun Ra, Strange Celestial Road. Love this album. Now, I haven't heard all of Sun Ra. He has so many records. But this one is funky. There's actually a groove on here. Like Miles Davis' Bitches Brew. I mean, this is dope. And it was still sealed. So it's brand new. Dialect Zono. Yeah. Oh, man. The mastermind behind Weather Report, as well as some of the best tracks on Bitches Brew. And Miles Davis in a Silent Way. Joe Zono wrote those tunes, okay? Another great find at that Bellevue store. This was a wonderful find. John Fox, The Garden. I'm not dissing Gary Newman. I'm just saying I want to get the record straight because I don't think a lot of people know. You know about Gary Newman. Find out about John Fox, okay? He was there first. He doesn't sound like Gary Newman, but I'm telling you, if you listen to this and hear the early Ultravox, you'll hear what I'm talking about, okay? I just want, if anything, sometimes people like me, all we want is we wish the record to be straight, you know what I'm saying? So many times the innovators and the people who really lay it down don't get the credit, the recognition. People don't even know. So that's why I kind of get up about John Fox and why I get up the snout about other people who are more well-known. They ain't all that. They're not. They're not. There's a lot of people that are way more than them. Should have got what they got. Okay, what else? Oh, here's some more that I bought. Here's one that I bought. I knew it was not what I'm looking for, but there were too many things about it that says, dang, this is interesting. Teagarden and Van Winkle. I know about these guys. But it's called Experimental Groundwork. Teagarden and Van Winkle had a minor hit back in the 70s. I forget what it was. Kind of a funky soul thing, the kind of thing that I'm not interested in. But it's on Westbound. That's the label that brought us Funkadelic. I could see by the pictures and the titles that, yeah, this is going to be that shit that I don't like. But the other reason why I bought it was, well, it's in really good condition. Textured cover. It's on the Westbound label. And it's a white label promo. All those things are of interest to me. This is really well played, but this music just bores me to death. So I knew it was not going to be something I liked, but I bought it anyway. Experimental groundwork. I was hoping. Okay, I'd shown that. Yeah, I did get a couple more. Okay, so did I show these? Yeah, okay, that's everything that I bought. So I don't have to go all the way to 20 minutes. 16 is good. Thank you again, everyone, for just being with me. Last thing I want to say is, please, this is my main outlet for business. Really don't have an income for advertising. Really am not interested yet in looking for sponsors and doing that. I probably ought to get on that, you know. I probably ought to learn about that, you know, trying to create income, because I need it, you know. I'm not interested in making money. I need it. I'm interested in these records. I'm interested in the trip of being in a band, of being an artist. That's that's what I'm into. Please, if you're interested in my music, order it, man. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, friends, foes, I love you all.